This is basically your Call of Duty on the fucking N64. Except it's online, but it's multiplayer mayhem at its finest. Turok Rage Wars. This does have a single player mode, but that's garbage. I like this game, but not as much as the actual Turok games, which I have right here. Turok 2: Seeds of Evil. Wonderful game. The first stage takes 1,000,000 years to pass. I've never seen a game that just kept dragging. It took me 8 hours to beat the first level. Well, go ahead and call me a shitty gamer, but that's just the truth of things. And of course, Turok 3. This is actually my personal favorite Turok game next to Evolution, because the game didn't... Okay, like, you remember how Turok 1, it was just a unbelievable clusterfuck of trying to find your ways to get the keys and the amulets and the pieces of that weapon. I can't remember it. That weapon that you put together to kill the boss. I can't quite remember the name of it. Go ahead and write it down on this or one of the comments or whatever. But this one was actually your straight up FPS, and it actually had mouth moving cutscenes. They would actually move their mouths and their eyes. Acclaim really did a kick-ass job on this game. Too bad they're shitty as a company. But you gotta admit, they were pretty damn good before they died. I mean, they made Extreme G, 3 Extreme G, Racers Association, one of my favorite games next to F-Zero GX in the racing realm. They tried, but you can't forgive them for their NES and SNES production. It's garbage. Okay, I'm gonna grab some more carts and bring them over here. So I don't have to keep reaching. We're almost done. The best wrestling game to date. No Mercy. It has so much customization and cool characters. A very good roster. Now, didn't they have a rumor back in the day that this was going to be remade on WiiWare and it was supposed to have updated roasters? I think that was a fraud. A rumor, if you will. Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. This was decent. I don't like the game past the first stage, though, because there's this part where I guess you fight I believe it's an AT-AT. It's those. I'm not good with my Star Wars. I like Star Wars, but I'm not really familiar with the units. I think it's an AT-AT. I could be wrong. It's a part where you're at the end of the second stage and there's a mech, and I don't know what you have to do. I mean, that's where I get stuck. I don't know if you have to fight it or run from it. But the controls are clunky and it's just ass. But at its first time, it was a damn good game. NBA Hang Time. I have to say this was arcade perfect. And not only that, the music was excellent and the control was smooth. If you like NBA Jam, you'll definitely love Hang Time. Okay. I know this is a pretty shitty cart. My friend Tony gave me this back in the day. He says, you can have this when you have your 64. You want to know what this is? Clay Fighter 63 1/3. Terrible game, unless you like Clay Fighter. But, I play once in a while just so I can be Booger Man and Earthworm Jim and laugh at their moves that they pull off in the game. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I just played this like 2 weeks ago, just for shits and giggles again. This is an amazing looking game for a 64. I mean, this is actually near Dreamcast quality in terms of graphics. I'm still shocked at this masterpiece, and it's a lot of fun. It's not one of those stupid StarCraft games, Star Wars StarCraft and Star Trek game, where you have to sit there and think of what you gotta do. Like those stupid Genghis Khan strategy bullshit games. I hate those games. God, they make my fucking brain hurt. Knife Edge Nose Gunner. This was actually given to me. It's made by Chemco. Believe it or not, this is not bad. There's a lot of bad reps surrounding the game. I'm surprised how clean this cartridge is, too. They probably never played it or barely played it. But it's a game where you're a ship and you go around shooting shit at what it looks to be a repeated video, you know, re-looping, kind of like the Flintstones. It plays well, though. I think you'd like it if you enjoy. Remember Iridium 3D for the Game Boy Advance? If you enjoyed that, you probably enjoy the Knife's Edge. Wayne Gretzky 98. I do not like this one like the first game because it's simply, the computer just whoops your ass. I mean, you have no chance in hell. I bought it though because they said it was the exact same game, so I said, why not? And then, well, sure enough, I get my ass creamed. I really don't have to go into how funny and amazing this game is. And to know that this beats the Xbox version puts a smile on my face. Well, in terms of acting and non-censorship, I don't know why they censored the Xbox version. My only guess is I don't know. I don't have a guess. I don't know. Since Xbox was supposed to be hardcore, whatever. It's a bastardized PC. You can't deny that shit. Quake 2. Excellent game on the PC. Not so much on the N64. You don't have that hard, heavy metal rock. And it kind of takes away from the game. But the game plays intact. And if you didn't have a PC like me back in during the time period when this game first came out, it was worth the purchase. Alright, last 4 games. We're almost done here. Pokemon Snap. Okay, why did I buy Pokemon Snap? There's one reason. Can you guess what it is? Probably not. The reason I bought this game is so you can throw apples at Pikachu and other Pokemon. You just be like, Pika, Pika! Good, die. Little shithead. I hate him in Brawl. I play my friend Dijon on Brawl, and he fucking whoops my ass with Pikachu every time because he spams the piss out of me. Mega Man 64. I will admit the PlayStation counterpart of this is worlds better. I mean, the aiming in this is complete balls. Some of the cutscenes I believe are missing but you gotta admit, seeing Mega Man on a 64 cartridge during the time period was beautiful. Because at the time, Capcom was all pissed at fucking Nintendo because of the format they picked. Which, I don't care. I like carts. I have my love for them. 1080 snowboarding. Addictively fun. I hate snowboarding games, but not this one. This one is actually a lot of fun, and the moves you can do, and the tricks you can pull off, the stuff you have to pull off in order to beat the game. The races are a killer, man. I wish you could grab like a pistol while you're going down with your skis and shoot the bastard you're racing against. Excellent game. It was only $5. And the last game in the list I'm going to show you that I own is Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. Now, I like the first Castlevania 64, but say you're a collector and you don't have either this or that other version. You may want to get this one instead of the 64 version, only because this was actually the original game intended to come out before Castlevania 64. Let me explain. The wolf on the front is Cornell. In this game, when you beat the game as Cornell, you unlock Henry, which you meet as a child, and he has to save five or six kids for the. Hang on, my brain's fried for the moment. That's what cutting the grass and doing yard work does on a hot day. Henry saves 5. He works with the church, and this is the first Castlevania character that has a shotgun. And he's amazing. I like Henry. I wish you could use him for other than collecting kids. Anyways, after you collect the kids, you unlock Reinhard Schneider's and Carrie Ferrandez's quests. Now, from what I haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess both of their quests differ in some ways. Like, there's new areas to explore and things to do, which I think was a cool thing for Konami to do. So, if you are a collector, you should get this game only because of that reason. Skip the other version if you don't have that one already. But seeing how I am a old school Castlevania fan, and I collect all the Nintendo ones, that's why I got it. Got both of them. Anyways, this is my N64 collection. I'm going to try to post a video of my Game Boy collection next, and we'll go on from there so people can be familiar with what I have in my collection. Well, that's all I really got to say right now. This is Demonius X. Look forward to my Game Boy video. I might do that after I upload this one, so yeah, keep in touch.